We're back having breakfast with Kim Block from CBS 13. You know her name, you know her face, Kim. Thanks for coming in for this Mother's Day brunch.
Oh, what a treat,
I
Erin.
have got
Thank
to try.
you.
So these are hazelnut pancakes with maple whipped cream.
Delicious.
Good job, Shelby. This is on the Mother's Day brunch menu at the Camden Harbor Inn. Have you been up there yet?
No, I have not.
Date night spot.
I will put that on the
It's
list.
beautiful. Kim, it's so fun to talk to you about being a mom. I want to know a little bit about what it's been like to be on Maine television in the public eye, raising your family.
Well, it's been wonderful. I mean, I've had a great job that I love, and I think that's important for any mom. It makes you a better mom if you're a working mother, especially if you love what you do. So first of all, that's been great. I mean, there are some challenges, you know, in television, Erin. The hours can be a little crazy. There are holidays involved, and sometimes weekends. So it can take time away from your family, but I have a wonderful, supportive husband, and that has made all the difference. And over the years, I've worked different shifts. When I worked nights and they were little, that was a little tougher, but a day shift has been great. And I like to do a lot of community service, as I think you know, and I used to bring them everywhere with me.
So they have, Maine has grown up watching them as well grow up, and now you've got a son and a daughter. Tell us a little bit about what they're up to.
Well, it's so funny because my son just turned 21 years old, and there are so many women who were apparently pregnant at the same time. And they will come up to me all the time and say, I was in the hospital when you were having your baby. And so a lot of people have followed Miles along, especially. When he was young, he had colic. Any new mother's nightmare. And I shared that on television because I was frustrated and I was looking for help, and I thought there must be other women who are going through this. And so I offered that up and some of the solutions that I have had, and I got incredible feedback from women saying thank you for even talking about it. And so they remember him from that original series when he was just a teeny tiny baby. And then over the years through station promos, both my kids have been involved. So, excuse me, he's 21. He's now a junior in college, and my daughter is 17 and a junior in high school. So
I think I met her when she was 10.
Fast. That sounds about right. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Most proud moment of being a mom to those two great kids.
So many proud moments. They are amazing kids. I like to live in the now and the present, and I will tell you that at this moment I am so proud of my son because he is traveling in Barcelona. He's done a semester abroad. He goes to college in Vancouver, so I don't know if he could have picked any place any further away and still been on the continent. So that's been hard, but to see the independence that he's grown into and the responsibility, and now he's traveling all over Eastern Europe by himself, making friends and all of the, doing all of the legwork for everything that he needs to do to find a safe place. And
raising them
really
and
impresses
letting
me.
them go.
Yeah,
and watching,
that's hard. And my daughter is amazing. She grew up a dancer with Maine State Ballet, and it brings tears to my eyes to think of some of the performances that I've watched her in. It's so moving to see your child dedicate themselves to something so much and then actually see the result of all of that hard work. And she's been a graceful, gorgeous woman to watch.
And you're a singer, right?
I'm a bit of a singer.
I didn't know that until I forget what event it was that you do with Doug.
We did the Best of Broadway for many years. That was a fundraiser for the Barbara Bush Children's Hospital. Only for charity would I sing, Erin, so let's not get too carried away.
And congratulations, by the way, on your award that you is the Most Distinguished Woman Award for the Girl Scouts.
Thank you. Yes, it's called the Woman of Distinction Award.
Woman of Distinction.
And what's so nice about this is that I have presented this award for the past 19 years to some remarkable women in Maine, and so I'm so touched to be chosen to receive it. It's going to be strange. I'm going to want to jump on the stage and MC the event. But it's really nice, and they choose women who they feel are good mentors to young girls in particular, and so that means a lot to me that I might fall in that category at all.
Well, you're very deserving of that.
Thanks, Erin.
And I wanted to know, too, so a lot of Maine women are moms. They have full-time jobs. They're involved in the community, as you are. What would you say to a young mom starting out who's trying to juggle marriage and who she is television life, what would you tell her?
Well, I think the best advice that I can give in that regard is something that took me a while to learn, and that is that maybe you can't do it all. You know, we have this message all the time, women can have this and have this and have that. You can, but maybe you're not going to do it all at the same time. So you have to learn to let go of one piece in order to thrive and excel in another, and that means finding that right balance, because obviously your children and your family is your priority. Let go of some of the guilt, though, of feeling I can't be everywhere, I can't be at that soccer game, or I'm going to miss that rehearsal. Those kinds of things are okay, because in that moment you're doing something in another area of your life. And I think if you can just let yourself relax a little bit about all of the many hats you wear, you'll be happier, and your family will feel it too, because if they feel that you're always stressed out and not giving at the moment, it's hard for them too. So again, back to the present moment. When you're with your kids, play with the trucks and the toys and read the stories and be in their moment with them then. That's really what it's about, as opposed to feeling guilty about how you weren't there last week. You know?
Okay, lightning round.
Sure.
Most embarrassing moment on television, if you have.
Oh, that's so
one,
easy. That's so
many.
easy. I had an anchor that I worked with for the first 11 years of my career, Bruce Berlinger, and every night we would say the same thing. And that's the news for now. I'm Bruce Berlinger. I'm Kim Block. The CBS Evening News is next. Like clockwork, we would say this. So one night he turned to the camera and he said, and that's the news for now. And he just stopped, and I thought, something's missing, and I looked up and read, I'm Bruce Berlinger. She's right on the prompter. Oh, it was so embarrassing. I did, and that's the worst, thank goodness, and that was a long, long time ago, but I'll never forget it, believe me.
Oh, gosh. Okay, your favorite place, I asked you this, date night.
Yeah, and I said we need to get out more. I don't know.
There are so many.
Oh, there are. I love Boda, especially because they serve late, and it's so nice if you just, you want to grab a bite to eat. So my husband and I go there a lot, and the Green Elephant. Yep. If we're going to go out, we likely go out for dinner or music. We also love to hear music. So, and I love the new Crooners and Cocktails. That's right up my alley. So
young entrepreneur who opened that. Okay, favorite Maine outdoor activity?
Well, sailing. We have a sailboat, and we actually have a boat that we use more for transportation, because we spend our summers on an island in Maine, which is not all summer, but a portion of it. So that's lovely. My favorite thing to do is coming right up, and that's be on the water.
Yes, me too. And lastly, the most interesting person you've interviewed?
Oprah Winfrey, without a doubt.
Cool.
It was an unbelievable experience. We were allowed to go behind the scenes at a taping of her show. We spent 2 days with her, and our station carried her show at the time. And she didn't do many of those, but she allowed me to come, and it was really like being in the presence of a very grounded, spiritual human being. I felt a real connection with Oprah, and as if you were in the presence of greatness. She's an amazing soul, and it was a lot of fun and a little bit terrifying to interview the queen of interviewing. Right. So it was a challenge.
I feel like that with you right now.
Oh, you shouldn't.
It's fun to be on this end of things.
I'm so glad you're doing this show, and I hope you're enjoying it.
I'm loving it, and so nice to be on this end and chatting with you.
And there's pancakes.
Oh my gosh, so much to eat. Kim, as I mentioned, we do a segment every week called Game Changers. We highlight doers and innovators around the state who are doing neat things, and Jess Knox is the host, supported by Red Thread and Town and Country Federal Credit Union, and this episode we get to meet Chanel Lewis.